We exist to give underground artists a chance to shine. We support the underground, and you should too. Welcome to the Dose Underground here on Get Gone TV, Jammer Direct, JammerDirect.com, or on JammerDirect.com. On JammerStream 1 is where you can find us. This is our first episode of The Dose, which is our radio show. And I'm Bill Gandy, and this is Swiss. And then we're also going to have William Gandy come on with some tech news in a little bit. So we got a lot going on today. Today we're going to be showing some music videos from the underground artists, and we're going to be playing them over the radio so you guys can check it out. So what you got happening, Swiss?
Well, first of all, I waved because I'm so used to being on video. I forget we're on radio.
Okay.
So hello everybody if you didn't see me waving. And what's going on with your hair today?
Yeah, my fro. I had to rock the fro. A lot of people probably wondering, what's up with the fro, but I had to go back to the Black Power movement, bringing it back. I like it. It's actually relaxing to pull the whole fro out. It's actually larger than this, but, I didn't want to scare away all the white people from our show. So, what we got up first? We have some music videos. Oh, I know what I wanted to talk about. During this season, it seems to be that if you're like me and some people in my family, we get a lot of nosebleeds. And during the winter months when the heat is dry and stuff like that, it's a lot of times where your kids' nosebleeds will start flaring up and stuff like that. And a lot of people actually don't know how to treat a nosebleed. Even the internet's wrong. They tell you to hold the person back, pinch the nose.
Oh, no, that's terrible.
And all that stuff. And that never works because actually it makes the blood run down your throat and chokes you and stuff like that. My daughter gets nosebleeds too, so I know how to do this. What you actually want to do is you want to get some toilet paper, and you want to make it like a little, tourniquet that you stick into the nose. And then you press it up in the nose, and you also want to get some ice. You put some ice on the corner to slow down the bleeding, and make sure you stay calm because sometimes a lot of blood can come out. It may even come out the other nostril, but that don't mean the other nostril is bleeding. It's just because the blood's going to come out somewhere, and sometimes when you're trying to stop it up, it'll come out the mouth, it'll come out the nose, and it looks scary. It actually does because you see a lot of blood.
Anytime you bleed from your head, it's a little more than it looks a little worse than it actually is.
Yeah, so you see a lot of blood all over the place. So most people panic, but don't panic. That's the first thing you don't want to do. What you want to do is make these little toilet paper tourniquets, but you got to keep changing them because it's going to fill up real fast. Stay calm, and I say the nosebleed will probably stop within 10, 15 minutes. Sometimes they could be real bad though, but make sure you use the ice if it gets real bad, because what you want to do is put it on the nostril in order to slow down the bleeding. Okay, so that's just one thing I wanted to say for the season.
Yeah, and if worse comes to worse, always seek physician
always
help or something.
And
prevention is the best medicine, so stay hydrated and hydrate your air as well. Like turn on hot water in the bathroom, leave the door open, and if you don't have a humidifier, so that works. Or you can put your head over a hot sink and cover it with a towel and breathe in the warm, moist air, and that keeps your nose from drying out. Mom tip.
Right. Okay, so I think what we're going to do is we're going to get into some of the music videos, and not to be partial or anything like that, we might as well start off with our music video, which is, or our song for the day. We're on radio. I got to get used to this radio format, and I will start talking more in a radio type of style eventually with this new format. Okay. Yeah, so we're going to start off today with Secret by Suicidal Squirrels, which is myself and Swiss Miss over here.
Oh, yeah.
And check us out right here on JammerDirect.com, JammerStream Channel 1. Out.
secret, and I cannot keep it. My soul has been my prisoner, and I'm about to free it. You are what you think about, and you can best believe it. While you all talk about it, I'm about to be it. Looked inside myself, gave up my quest for Jesus, cause I know what I sow, I will soon reap it. I'm aiming for the sky, and I'm about to reach it. I can foresee it, it's something I agree with.
Is it reasonable to be agreeable that life is pleasurable? Yes, it's acceptable to believe in the incredible. In the foreseeable future, bi-directable. Yeah, it's possible, cause I'm unstoppable. I don't fall the flock to act like vegetables. Led by a wolf of sheep clothing, they're delectable. Seeing the skeletons in your closets and your vestibules. It's detestable, disrespectable, and unacceptable. It's like that.
It's like that.
It's like, go ahead, repeat that.
Go ahead, repeat that.
It's Skilly Open Bolton, go ahead, repeat that.
It's Skilly Open Bolton, go ahead, repeat
It's
that.
like that.
It's like that.
It's like, go ahead, retweet that.
Go ahead, retweet that.
It's Skilly Open Bolton, go ahead, retweet that.
It's Skilly Open Bolton, go ahead, retweet that. The suicidal squirrel. Woo! We got another. I use the law of attraction, put my plans into action. When I wanna use my pool, I got traction. If knowledge is a weapon, then I'm double packing. Me and Swiss steady got the dollar stacking.
I realized that they were wide shut, and I don't have to try, I just feel it in my gut. I'm happy, I'm in luck, I can only go up. The check is in the mail and I'm just waiting on the truck. No gossip, that's what's up, go show everybody love. Never act like we above, you know we don't give a fuck.
We don't give a fuck. It's like that, son.
It's like that.
I said, go ahead, repeat that.
Go ahead, repeat that.
It's Skilly Open Bolton, go ahead, repeat that.
It's Skilly Open Bolton, go ahead, repeat that.
It's like that, son.
It's like that.
I said, go ahead, retweet that.
Go ahead, retweet that.
It's Skilly Open Bolton, go ahead, retweet that.
It's Skilly Open.
Afternoon is bad for me. It takes away my will to breathe. You say, what is this villainous thing? Oh, it's the afternoon. Well, the morning time she treats me good. I move and shake just like I should, and I would stay there if I could. Then comes the afternoon. Failure takes a hold on me, holds me to the floor. Oh, sorrow has its way with me till I can't go on no more. Never been a friend of mine. You show up in the worst of times. Consistently you sing your rhymes. Oh, hateful afternoon. Well, the darkness comes and pours a drink. I give the setting sun a wink and send her on her merry way. Oh, sorry afternoon. Failure takes a hold on me, holds me to the floor. Oh, sorrow has its way with me till I can't go on no more.
Okay, everybody, that was Honey Lark featuring Fiona Forte with Afternoon. If you want to see the video to that, we had it on our Country and Blues Tuesday, which is on youtube.com/GetGoneTV. And we're here every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday from noon, not from noon, but at noon, at 6 p.m. and at 9 p.m. So check us out every week, 3 times a week, 3 times each 3 days, right?
And where can they catch us at, Swiss? Where would they be able to catch us?
Jammerstream.com on Jammerstream 1. So that's that little bit of information.
And we're happy to be part of the Jammerstream family, you know, doing our thing right now, you know. There's some good people to work with, and they're fun, and we got a lot of exciting projects and stuff like that coming up also. So what you got in your head? What's happening? What you thinking about today?
Well, I like to, you know, keep up on weird news and things like that. It fascinates me. So recently I read something about a kid, well, not a kid, but a guy who ran a stop sign and got smashed and killed by a truck. But when they went into his, and this is a karma story, I have a couple of those. When they went into his trunk, they found 3 stolen stop signs.
Oh, wow. That's crazy.
So I wonder how many crashes he caused.
So you're saying
before he got,
when he crashed, they found 3
it's not funny that,
stop signs in his trunk?
Yeah.
He's just running around taking stop signs, throwing them in his trunk?
And then he ran one that I guess he didn't steal that one. He just ran it. I mean, that's tragic that he died, but that's a karmic story.
Yeah, I guess so.
Personally, we had a situation where somebody did us wrong, and then we saw him on the stupid criminals list because he was in a...
Yeah, he owned a bar establishment in a town that we used to operate, and we shall not name no names, but we felt that he did not do us right. But eventually he was on the dumbest criminals for trying to stop at Taco Bell in the middle of a high-speed car chase.
Police chase, yeah.
We still didn't get our money.
He said he wanted a burrito.
Yeah.
I think I saw him on the Today Show, too. I think they were talking about him.
Oh, wow. So he went national like that.
He was on AOL.com and the Today Show. Great stuff.
All right, that's good. That's good. I like that. Let's get back to the videos. I think we're going to go with my man, Jasuri X.
You mean the music?
Oh, yeah. We're on radio, too.
Yeah, we gotta remember.
All right, yeah. We're on the radio. Okay. Let's get back to our videos/radios underground songs. And this one's going to be Jasuri X featuring Rhyme Fest, you know, and I like this cut too, you know. Who's illegal? Who's illegal? Are you illegal? I don't know. Who's illegal?
That's a good question.
Plymouth Rock, did you have your papers? When you was dying from sickness caught, did you ask for favors? When all you could grow was stricken crops, did you ask your neighbors? Did they teach you how to survive? Make sure you had the basics, but not glad and gracious. What you had was hatred. Wanted they land to take it, cause you planned to rape it. Thankless, would you call a man a racist who would give women and children smallpox and blankets to make it like someone else is illegal with a nation of 40 million stolen people and won't apologize for what you know is evil? If you mention immigrants, then you both are equal. But all of a sudden, if you Mexican, you worse than the others, and it don't matter they was here when it first was discovered. Now that's more disrespectful than cursing your mother, the land of the free, unless you a person of color, America. Who been illegal ever since they landed? Who moved out the natives and left them stranded? Who stole Africans from across the Atlantic? Who auctioned, branded, and labeled a savage? Who wanted to expand in the Mexican land and pulled guns and grabbed it? It wasn't democratic. What would they owe if we added the damage? Now they say that you're illegal just because you speak Spanish. Mexican
enemies mestizos. Mestizos means mixed blood. Mixed with the Native Americans, this is where they stood. The third root was the African, it was all good. You ain't crossed the border's up in y'all hood. But history is insignificant to ignorance, cause in a sense Barack Obama's daddy was an immigrant. If he could be the president, then you should be a resident. But Robert Ben and Jan Brew is too prejudiced, accosting us with officers making laws to topple us. While we at it, let's send Schwarzenegger back to Austria. Arnold, where's your papers? I'll be back with them. Imagine white Canadians with policemen harassing them. My alias Benito Juarez, smooth like Desi Arnaz. Fighting for farm workers, I'm Cesar Chavez. Border Patrol trying to keep us on edge, but now we standing up. Black, red, and brown, they can never break the family up.
Who been illegal ever since they landed? Who moved out the natives and left them stranded? Who stole Africans from across the Atlantic? Who auctioned, branded, and labeled a savage? Who wanted to expand in the Mexican land and pulled guns and grabbed it? It wasn't democratic. What would they owe if we added the damage? Now they say that you're illegal just because you speak Spanish.
Everything
Okay, everybody, we're back. That was Sykes from Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania, which is where we're from, by the way. And it's a great city. You should come check us out. You know, we got the Steelers. You know, we always brag about Steelers. We got the Pirates, we got the Penguins, and it's a nice scenic city. It's affordable and everything, so come check us out. Anyway, we have tech news coming up with William Gandy, and he's going to tell us what social networking is best for musicians. So that's a good thing for us. So what's going on with the social network?
Well, I looked into all the social networks: Facebook, Twitter, Google+, and this new one which I'm about to speak about. Facebook, I found out, is like best for friends and family, not so much for finding new people to listen to your music. Twitter, you can follow people, but you only get a certain percentage who follow you back. So there's not that many people who listen to your new music.
Right.
You won't find an audience unless you already have one. Then there's Google+, and Google+ is a great social network. I really love it because they got all those cool features like Hangouts and, you know, just a overall better social network that I've seen out last year. And it's not easy to promote your music on there because no one's on it.
So they signed up and they're not
basically there's almost no one on Google+, even though Google's really pushing for it to be popular.
Okay.
And then a new one that's coming out next year, which I think will pioneer music social networking, is New MySpace.
Okay.
And it's a social network for musicians and photographers and all kinds of entrepreneurs to promote themselves and listen to music and connect with each other.
Okay.
That's what their friending is connecting.
So the new MySpace is best for like social networking as far as business and music and art, probably.
Correct.
A lot. Yeah. Okay.
So when you listen to a song, it shows up on your stream, and then other people listen to it.
Oh, okay.
I have over 300 people connecting to me, and they all listening to.
Wait a minute, it's not out yet, but you have 300 people connected to it.
Correct.
So how do you get the in?
I got an invitation from someone else who was in New MySpace, and that's the way it works. You have to get invited.
So you're special. Oh, so you have to be invited. Is it going to be like that always, or?
No, it's gonna be released to the general public next year.
Okay.
And people will be able to sign up and stuff like that. But for now, they can request an invite.
Oh, okay.
And I even had an opportunity to instant message with the CEO of New MySpace, and he seems like a really cool and down to earth kind of guy. You know what I'm saying?
Impressive.
Yeah, and he's really cool. So I think with his help and Justin Timberlake, who's also pushing New MySpace, it'll become a really great new social network next year.
I'm looking forward to it. I can't wait to see, what new heights it can go to. Because I like Facebook. I'm addicted to that. So I just need another social network to get addicted to as well. So then I won't have any time for anything else. Anyway, so thanks for the info. It was really helpful, especially to some of our underground artists that we're trying to push here on JammerStream.com, JammerStream 1. If you want to see some videos from our music show, you can check us out on youtube.com/GetGoneTV. So right now we have some more music coming up from another Pittsburgh artist called Chose with Ice on My Neck. And after that, we have the Paradise interview. So stay tuned.
Yeah. Check. Yeah, you see the ice on my neck, the chain hang low. Pockets filled with money, you haters gotta go. Diamonds in my watch, some say I gotta glow. I'm striving for the best, the rest are dying slow. Picture me with black and gold Cartier frames. Title this innovation cause it lives in my veins. I'm living fast in my lane, suggesting you do the same. Me you can never be, point blank, simple and plain. I'm flying state to state, for me the time zones change. I like it where it's warm and it's sunny and never rains. My choices have been arranged, I'm shining, look at my chain. Fans want my autograph, women screaming my name. The life of a superstar, posing by far. And everywhere we go, it's just people know who we are. Driving ported sports car, champagne bottles pop at the bar. I make it rain with one stone if removed from my chain of flaw. Yeah, they say that boy got a glow. Yeah, they say that boy got a glow. And when he gets down, he can get real. Yeah, they say that boy got a glow. Yeah, they say that boy got a glow. And when he gets down, he can get real low.
welcome back to The Dose, and that was Lord of the Trident with Face of the Enemy. I actually like that rock tune. I used to like a lot of rock cuts back in the 80s. We had no choice because MTV was pretty much all we had.
Yeah, when they used to play music.
Yeah, so, you know, I grew up with that Joan Jett and all that stuff. You know, I mean,
Put a dime in the jukebox.
yeah, you used to dress like Cyndi Lauper.
I did.
And Madonna, they called you Madonna.
I remember one Halloween somebody came up to me and said, "Great costume," but I wasn't wearing one.
Oh, ow.
Yeah, I said thank you and just kept on going.
Yeah, they also
It
used to
was
call
fun.
you Madonna, but, you know, I was Morris Day.
That's why you got
All right, so we're about to come up with the Paradise Gray interview. Paradise Gray is a legend in hip-hop. He's one of the forefathers of the Black Power hip-hop movement. And when you hear this interview, you'll hear exactly what I'm talking about as far as all the legendary people that he's also surrounded by. So check out this interview with Paradise Gray, and we'll be back on The Dose. All right, this is Bill from Go Recordings, and this is a great moment for me because I'm chilling out with one of my, actually that I idolized, the group X-Clan, the architect of X-Clan, Mr. Paradise Gray, right here
Gray with an A,
in
baby.
Pittsburgh. Is it Gray with a So we're going to hang out with him, and I want to ask you a couple questions, you know, because, you know, I've been wanting to talk to you probably since forever. Okay, so when did your hip-hop career begin? When did it actually begin?
Wow, he wants a long story.
I want to know.
Well, you know, my hip hop career began when I was about 11 years old.
Okay.
And I was living in the Bronxdale projects in the Bronx, New York, and I stumbled into what used to be our laundry in the projects. A DJ who lived in my building by the name of Disco King Mario had taken all the old washers and dryers out of the room and turned it into his music room, you know. So
Wow.
yeah, so I was like amazed and stunned at what I was hearing, and every day I would go peek my head in the door and listen to the music. And one day he just opened the door wide and said, "Man, why don't you come on in?" And I sat there with him and watched what he did. And historically, Disco King Mario is the DJ that mentored Africa Bambaataa.
Oh, wow.
Right.
Okay,
So,
no, I didn't even know that.
right. So the DJ that mentored Africa Bambaataa was my teacher and my mentor, my first
Okay.
one.
Now, did you start off as a DJ, or were you rapping? Or?
Oh, that's the foundation of hip hop, the DJ. You know what I'm saying? I started out at the foundation. I wound up rapping a couple years later, breakdancing and all that. But my legacy is DJ Paradise.
So you still got some moves?
Hey, like riding a bike, baby.
Yeah, I do a little with that pop locking myself, but you know I'm not here for that right now. All right, so I always wanted to ask you too, how did the X-Clan form? How did that come about as far as that whole project? Because that was a powerful pro-black movement that was happening at a time where, I don't know, I guess the necessary message was out there. And how could something like that come together at that time to drop?
Oh, well, that's an easy one. At the time when X-Clan formed, it was a real tumultuous time in New York.
Okay.
And the pro-black stance that we took came from our elder and leader. His name was Sonny Carson.
Okay.
And you might know him from The Education of Sonny Carson, the movie.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? And Wu-Tang sampled like his whole movie. Got his samples all through, I think, on an Iron Man CD. Like every sample on there is from The Education of Sonny Carson. But Sonny was one of the most strong leaders in America and one of the most feared black men in America. He also mentored Al Sharpton.
Okay.
But Sonny Carson was my best friend, Lumumba Carson's father.
Okay.
And Lumumba Carson is Professor X of X-Clan.
Oh,
right.
Got you. Okay.
So it was just, you know, running with Sonny in the streets in New York. With he formed a council of elders for us. They had called the Committee to Honor Black Heroes.
Right.
And they had another movement called the Black Men's Movement Against Crack.
Right.
He was running up on crack dealers, taking them off the street.
What?
Yeah, running up, closing down crack houses and stuff. You know what I mean? And at the time, a young black man in New York named Yusef Hawkins was killed.
Okay.
So that was like basically Trayvon times 100 in New York.
Right, right.
You know what I'm saying? So people were angry, and you know, there was no justice for this young man. So we was hitting the street with 50,000.
So how did y'all eventually get the worldwide recognition that you had?
Well,
because even I was reading about y'all on Right On and you know, Billboard and things like that.
Well, we had a movement called the Black Watch Movement.
Okay.
And out of the Black Watch Movement came X-Clan, Professor X, ISIS, Queen Mother Rage, and YZ. You know, but we were a movement first.
Okay.
And what happened was we were so effective in the streets doing the real work that it started changing the narrative in hip hop.
Right.
And you started having like Chuck D and Public Enemy started speaking out at that time.
Right.
And you had KRS-One coming out at the same time. But they were all of them came from my club. See, I ran the hottest club in New York. It was called the Latin Quarters.
Okay, heard of it.
And the Latin Quarters was the incubator of the golden era of hip hop.
Okay.
So, you know, groups like Eric B. and Rakim, Queen Latifah, MC Lyte, Public Enemy, X-Clan, De La Soul, The Tribe Called Quest, the Jungle Brothers, you know what I'm saying, Kid and Play, Heavy D and the Boys.
All my favorites.
You know what I mean? EPMD, Nice and Smooth, Slick Rick, you know.
Wow.
I mean, it would take me about 20 minutes just to even remember everybody.
Wow.
You know, to spit them all. But, so we all incubated in the Latin Quarter. And at the time, we were organizing at the club also, with Africa Bambaataa and Grandmaster Melly Mel and all of us. So we were using hip hop as activists even before we made the music. And then once Public Enemy popped and everybody saw that you can make money by saying it,
political
you know,
hip-hop,
with Black Power hip hop, then it gave us an opportunity. You know, we got a chance with we broke in with 4th and Broadway, but they just gave us a deal for our single, and then we had this big march on Brooklyn Bridge.
Okay.
And it was like over 75,000 young black men, and we wound up getting into a big fight with the New York City police and whipping their butts. And the record label called us the next day like, Sonny, you think you could keep X-Clan out of jail long enough to make an album?
Wow.
So.
Thanks, Bill. That was a great interview with Paradise. You know, we see him often, and he's real down-to-earth guy.
No, he's a cool dude, actually. To talk to somebody like a legend like that was mind-blowing, actually, just to shake the hand of the man who's shaking the hand of all the mans that I've grown up watching and stuff like that. It was incredible. I mean, and the things that they did, the New York movement, all of the people that came out of it, and X-Clan was one of my favorite groups anyway. Yeah. So, you know, it was just a mind-blowing experience, and, you know, he's a cool guy. You'll see me around Paradise a couple more times. We got a couple projects that we're working on and stuff like that.
Yeah, he does a lot of stuff. He paints, he works with youth.
Yeah.
He does a lot of
actually,
stuff.
He painted our mural. You remember? They painted our mural that's up on Perry High School on the Commodore Cafe. We designed the mural on Paradise, and his crew actually painted it. Yep. So yeah, we got a little history with Paradise here.
He painted murals all over the city too.
Yeah. Right.
Busy man.
Busy.
So
Speaking of busy, the next song coming up is by a guy named
Rizzy.
Okay.
And it's called No One Like Me.
All right, that's on Gandy Records. So you know, my last name happens to be Gandy too. So shout out to my cousins. All right. No One Like Me by Rizzy.
Rizzy, yeah. Take a second look. Tell me what you see, there is no one like me. I'm a vicious MC. When I kill it on the mic, gotta keep the flow tight. Got dreams of driving whips, cause I'm tired of riding bikes. Yeah, I killed 3 beats, man, I give me 3 straight. Fuck around and kill some more, might as well give me life. One man who was living, this man on the mission. This man ain't slipping for that money, I'ma get it. Yeah, so tell them haters quit tripping. Why you mad, it ain't you, you're a goof in the booth. Rizzy bro, I can't lose, yeah I'm hot, sure we just listen to the streets, there ain't nothing like me. No. Yeah.
All right, welcome back to The Dose. And that was Serial by Absolute Vengeance. That group is out of Arlington, Virginia. Today we had a lot of videos from a lot of different places. We had artists on from Oklahoma, Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania. We've had Chicago, Virginia, Milwaukee. You know, so we're going to keep it going like this. You know, we definitely love the artists, the underground, and this is why we do it, is to help the underground shine. And if you feel the way we do and give everybody a chance, you know, to do their thing, help support the underground. These people want to make some money too. They got to grow.
Yep, and if you want an alternate to mainstream radio, definitely check us out on jammerstream.com, Jammer1, every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday at noon, 6 p.m. and 9 p.m. And if you like, if you want to see some videos from the artists as well, you could go to and see the video podcast of this show. You can go to youtube.com/GetGoneTV. So jammerstream.com, youtube.com/GetGoneTV.
All right, so this is the end of our very first show. I hope you liked it. I might not be rocking the fro next time. I might be rocking
like
braids
the
or
fro.
something like that. I like the fro too. Don't get me wrong.
I like it.
I brings it back. Don't get mad.
All natural.
All right, so yeah, we'll be back next time with some celebrity interviews. We have a lot of celebrity interviews lined up for this year. A lot of hot new things. We got some shows coming up that you could catch us live at. You could catch us in Atlanta, Georgia this year. You could catch us in Indiana this year. And we got a couple other cities that we're working on, but we got quite a few festivals here in the Berg. So we're going to do some of those shows live, right?
Oh yeah, that would be great.
Yeah,
because anything can happen around here.
All right, so I'm Bill for Swiss, and my man William who did the tech news. You know, this is The Dose. We're out.